Guys, welcome to another lecture on tender plays in the series of the works of Hughes. Um, on today's lecture, I'm going to probably be repeating some of the things that I've already mentioned just to make sure that everybody has ingrained it in their brain, and then also perhaps covering a bit more of new things. Or I might just divide this whole thing into 2 or 3 videos. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how much time it takes. Um, I would request everybody that if you have a copy of the poem anywhere, just number the lines. As in, beside the line, just write the line numbers. It will also help you with your own analysis of how Hughes places punctuation and words, or how he structures sentences or breaks them into different lines. Okay. Um, if you look at line 1 and 2 in the tender place, Hughes has actually just established, I think I already mentioned this, that he's just established the beauty of Sylvia Plath, her fragility, um, who Plath was. Then if you look at line 6, 7, as well as line 26 to 28, you see he's talking about the damage, the effect of electrodes. Then, of course, there's link between electrification and the kind of poet Plath became in line 33, 37, 38. So he's almost spiraling, trying to make sense of the fact that, okay, this happened to you, and that's why. Because sometimes, certain events in our life occur, and we're like, oh, but if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here, or this or that. But that's us just trying to justify what had happened because we can't do anything to change it. So that's what he's trying to do. Which is why, despite all its gory imagery, the tender place tends to be a poem written out of a place of affection. According to critiques, though, regardless of the benefits of ECT, even back then suggested, because for a very long time, ECT was not completely banned. I think in certain places in the world, it is still not banned. That part, but and at that time, of course, in Hughes's time, obviously it was like a suggested thing that do this and this is how you can fix people. So the therapy, of course, had still its disturbing image, right? I mean, even if somebody was suggested it, it was like, but it's still not okay to put somebody through it. So even in this poem, that's why, if you see, Hughes has drawn symbolic connotations that are very disturbing, perhaps to register his protest, or whatever you would want to call it, against the system or the people who were authorizing this practice or anything else like that. Plath's powerful poetic language, as I said, he's just trying to make sense of it, that this happened to you, and that's why now you speak like this, or now you're so sensitive, because we all know that even in our world today, there's several people who work like that, right? There's several people who are like who believe that for, I mean, bad cross-referencing, but there's a song, I forgot who is it by, but there's a song that's very popular, Pain You Made Me a Believer. And the way we communicate, it kind of really shapes our reality. Sure, somebody wrote that probably because they were trying to make sense of their pain, but we must still be aware enough or understanding enough to be able to make sense of the fact that it is not okay in certain sensibilities. again talking about it from a critical analysis perspective, that mental damage is still mental damage. Uh, it is obviously a human impulse to explain the impact of something that you can't change. I'll try to find that psychological theory and put it in the notes for you guys to refer to. But that is obviously human impulse. So the Tender Place is an affectionate poem also because it's very human in every sense. Um Even as an admirer, only if as an admirer, Hughes is just trying to uh, make sense of the fact that okay, this happened to you, but because of this, uh, you were able to do this or write like this or something like that. In the end, obviously, he says that, but it made you an X-ray, and that's why uh, everything uh, led or build up to how you ended your life. But yeah, it's human impulse, right? Um, think of somebody like Lady Diana, right? People say Queen of Hearts, this that. When she passed away, everybody was really mad. But people were still like, she would have become the queen if she was alive. This that. So and on the other hand, they said, but royalty kind of, or the monarchy kind of damaged her, etc., etc. So yeah, it's very human if you look at it from your perspective too. Somebody who you may have really admired or liked, uh, that. Uh, I think that's about it for today's lecture, and we'll move on to cover the rest of the notes uh, in the upcoming lecture. Because I need to cover certain points, which is again going to be a line by line thingy. Uh, but I want to make sure that we are missing out on nothing. That's why. Yeah, we're going to continue in the next lecture. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Press the bell icon to stay updated for whenever a new lecture drops in. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. Also, I was about to say that actually no, I am saying it, that don't forget to do the task, please. The tasks are really important for your own understanding, clarity, and so that you can keep track of what we've been studying or trying to understand, or whatever you would want to say as that part.